friends, this is Michael, and I am here today to show you the card that I have made for this month's Color Club, where we're featuring Seacrest and using Strawberry Slush that we used last month for a fun color combination. Now this card, it's pretty straightforward once you get all the pieces cut, and that's what I want to show you today, is how to cut all these angled pieces and have it all fit together. So let me set this aside, and I'm actually going to bring in a completely different paper. I've got these 3 pieces here, and they're cut to 5 1/4 by 4. And then I'm going to put the pieces in the direction that I want them to be. Actually, this top one is the only one that's directional. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave that on top because I know that I want my flowers to be going upright as we do this. Now, when you make a card like this, you can use patterned paper, as you've seen earlier. You could also use block or solid colors for a block look. The important part about this is that you want to cut all 3 papers at the same time, because as you separate them into different pieces, you want to preserve this line when you put them back together. So in order to preserve that angle and keep it right, it's great to cut these papers 3 at a time. The other thing that you want to do is a little bit of measuring. So grab a pencil and your ruler. And what I've done is I have measured 2 inches from here to here, and I've marked that already with my pencil. So I know that when I put this in my paper trimmer, I've got my line on here in the cutting gutter, and I've got the point of my paper right here. Now, to keep that point from kind of curling or bunching up, I'm going to put my blade in the middle, and I'll draw down, and then I'll draw all the way up. And now I have my first set of pieces. I'm going to set those right there. And then I'm going to turn this, and you can do this 2 different ways. You can measure, let me tuck my ruler in here. You can measure this again at 2 inches, which is right there. Or you can just turn this as you see it here, and I have the tip or the edge of this cut on my 2-inch mark, and I'm going to put again my point in the cutting gutter, and then you can cut like that. Now, the fun part comes in that you can shuffle these apart. Hopefully, I have enough room on here. And you can put them together so that you have 3 different cards from your same card. So I've got a card here. Let's see. We'll do this one here. We're going to do, oops, let's do this. It can't be that hard, right? Put these all together. Okay, there we go. Now I have 3 different card shapes or card designs, all with that same paper. And as I assemble them, then I'm going to be able to keep an accurate amount of space between these pieces. So this is what I cut when I very first put mine together. And I've already done the shuffle here. So now I have my 3 different pieces that are shown here, and then my 3 different pieces that are shown there. And I'm realizing this and this match, which isn't supposed to happen, but it did. So we're just gonna leave it like that. We'll put these aside and we'll work on this one. Then I took my mat or the base of my card, and I am gonna add adhesive to these. and then leave about 1/8 of an inch all the way around, which will then also leave about 1/8 of an inch in between all these pieces. Put that up there. Actually more of like a 1/16 of an inch. There. And then I've got my last piece. And here's what I thought. This might be incorrect. Remember I said, those don't seem to match. So, because this should come all the way over here. Bear with me while I put this little puzzle together. There we go. They weren't quite stacked up correctly. And I ended up with 2 of the same pattern, but I'm not going to worry about that. Just part of the creative process here. Okay, here we go. Now we've got our pieces all put back together, as you can see here. Now in my original card, let's put this up here, I put a piece of my ribbon. This is the Secret Sea ribbon, and I just used some larger glue dots and set that down and then laid my ribbon across that. Get one more, and this one is going to go right here, and we'll lay this piece of ribbon across there. And that way, that is secure, but I haven't had to use a full thing of ribbon. Now this is our focal point, so let's build that together. And I have taken the Rainbow or Boho Vibes dies. I think it's called Sunshine Vibes dies. I have used this arch from the rainbow, this arch from the rainbow, and then this zigzaggy one, which I love. And then I've also cut some hearts. And I'm just gonna bring in my silicone mat here so I can keep my surface free of, keeping my surface free of adhesive. And the adhesive will stick to the paper here, but not to the silicone mat. And then this final rainbow piece right here in the middle. And then if I look and step back a notch, you might want to stamp your hello first so that you leave enough room. I am going to do that now, hopefully, very carefully and with enough room. Add this hello sentiment below there. Yay. There's one die cut that will cut 3 different size hearts, and I'm choosing the largest heart and putting that on the inside. Now that my focal point is all put together, I'm going to use a little bit of foam tape. I am still using foam tape from Close to My Heart as I'm trying to finish up my stash here, but you can also use dimensionals for this. And we'll pull off that foam tape and add this to the focal point of this card. Okay, then I'm going to add that to my card base. Right here. And then again, using my glue dots, I'll put one in the center of this bow that I've already tied. And you could put your bow here or here, even up at the top. Let's see, I'm gonna do something different on this one, and I'm gonna put my bow right there. And then finally, I'm gonna grab my in color flat pearls. And I'm gonna take some of these that are the secret sea color, and one that is the strawberry slush color. Add them as a little bit of an embellishment here. And there you have this card. Super easy to create, although it looks complex with all the different angles. Now I'll finish up this card later and post it on my page and show you what I've done with it. But thanks for stopping by. If you like what you've learned here, please like my channel and also subscribe so that you know when the next video is dropped.